and scoring.
Scotty on a rundown, or is it?
Tower hits this one, the rocket, and diving catch.
They're going to throw home. He's safe. The throw to first. He's safe. Throw to first. That's laced right at the second baseman. Wave us up one. Over to first. Double play. There's a little bouncer to second. Nope. Stay in shape. This is a little bouncer. Going to be a tough play. And they lose it. And he's going to be safe. And the run's going to score. 2-2 pitch. Hit well. Hit deep. Hit high. It's fair. It's gone. Home run. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lexington Legends Baseball this afternoon. The Legends play host to the Charleston Dirty Birds out of West Virginia. Glad you're with us for this matinee event this afternoon. Going to be a good ball game. Last night in the lid lifter of this three-game series, the Legends came away with a 13-inning, 16-15 game. I believe 43 hits total in the contest last night. So today's game will be 7 innings based on the outcome of last night's contest. And the game getting started about 35 minutes later than what was scheduled. Again, mainly because it hadn't been 12 hours since they left the ballpark last night. For the Lexington Legends, the starting pitcher today is going to be Jose Santamaria, and fortunately, I've had a chance to watch him pitch a little bit this year. On the season, he's 3-1 with a 4.45 ERA. He's been in 10 ball games, started 5, pitched in 28 1/3 innings, and he's allowed 14 runs. All of those were earned, 3 home runs. He's walked 13 and struck out 25. The defense behind Santamaria will be Perez behind the plate, Tejada at first, Nelson at second, Geraldo at short, Marshall at third. Martinez is in left field, Irvin is in center, Pugh is in right, and the designated hitter in the game for the Legends will be none other than Courtney Hawkins, who hit 2 home runs last night, stands just 2 shy of the Atlantic League single season record of 48. He has 46. We're hoping for 2 today. Here we go, getting ready to get started, and it's going to be coming to the plate for the Charleston Dirty Birds, their left fielder, Devin Torrance, number 6. First pitch in there. 204 hitter on the season, ball 1. Darnell Ray is behind the plate. Lyle Travis, the umpire, at first base. Marvin King is at first, and Lyle Travis is down the third base line. I'll get it right in a moment. Darnell Ray behind the plate. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's fouled off into the netting, and the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Torrance, as I said, on the season, a 204 hitter, 1 home run, and 15 RBIs for the Dirty Birds. Here's a ball that's looped out toward the shortstop, comes up with a quick flip, and he's safe. Infield high hopper for Torrance, and the first man on for the Dirty Birds. That ball took a huge hop right in front of the plate, and we've commented on it all season long that this carpet bounces funny, and got a favorable bounce for Torrance that time as it went way up in the air, and by the time Geraldo could get to it and flip it to first base, he's a speed demon anyway, Devin Torrance is, and he was able to make it down there no sweat. First pitch now to Burcham is in there for a ball. Scott is the second baseman today for the Dirty Birds. Hits this one pretty well to left field, but played it perfectly is Martinez, and there's one down. Torrance will have to go back to first base. So fly out to 7. And that'll bring up the number 3 batter, wearing number 3, Nick Heath, the center fielder. Nick comes in batting .226 on the year, 4 home runs and 30 RBIs. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Catches the outside part of the plate. There's a good look at Nick Heath. Quick throw to first, and no trouble for Torrance. He's back in time. Little bouncer toward first base. Throw over to second for 1. Back and safe at first base. Tough play there for Santa Maria coming from the mound. Good speed Heath has, and he was able to leg it out in the fielder's choice. But out at second base, score that 3-6 for the second out of the inning. And at first base will be Nick Heath. That'll bring up the cleanup man, the designated hitter, Edwin Espinal. I was going to tell you, Heath out of Atlanta, Georgia, made it to the major league level, born in '93. Here's so Heath all the way to third. And he'll go to third on an error on the catcher. E2. So a runner on third base with 2 out now. Santa Maria. The pitch. That's slapped toward first. Nice job by Tejada over there. He'll take it himself as he rolls and comes up with it, and that'll retire the side. So ground out 3 unassisted for the third out of the inning. In the inning, no runs. There was 1 hit, and that was the leadoff single by Torrance in the infield, and there was 1 runner left on base. So we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score at Wild Health Field. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. It's time for the Legends to come to the plate. Starting pitcher is Angelo Baez for the Dirty Birds of Charleston, and we were looking at his stats earlier, and Baez on the year has appeared in one game. He lost that game. His ERA is 10.8 on the season. He started the game as well. He went 5 innings, gave up 11 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 2 were home runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3 in the contest. So this will be his second appearance for the Dirty Birds this year, and he'll get to face Phillip Irvin, the center fielder, number 27, as Irvin steps in. He'll bat from the right-handed side and bring his .254 average into the batter's box. He's got 15 home runs, 53 RBIs, and Baez first pitch in there low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Baez, the pitch. That's laced into left field, a base hit. Irvin gets the ball game started in the right way with a single to left field. Now to bring up Tillman Pugh, the right fielder. Tillman, .261 hitter on the season, 17 home runs and 58 RBIs. Pugh scored a run last night, had an RBI with a sacrifice fly. Our first pitch misses inside for a ball. Tillman's got some power now. Seen him knock a few out of this park. Santa Maria, the pitch. That fastball misses down low, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes. So Irvin at first base with a leadoff single, and Tillman Pugh now in there batting from the right side against the right-hander. The pitch misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes, and the Legends a pitch away of having 2 on for the young man who is just 2 behind the record for most home runs in a season in the Atlantic League, Courtney Hawkins. Baez pitch, that's laced, foul down the left side, and the man with the net just barely missed that one. We need to take up a collection and get him like a net for like tarpon or something. A whale net. The pitch, that's a foul ball, and that goes over toward the Dirty Birds dugout, and hustling back to first base will be Phillip Irvin. So Tillman Pugh with 2 good cuts, that ball inside, and he liked it anyway, went ahead and took a swing at it. There you got the insert. You get the good look at Irvin off of first base. Baez, the pitch. That's hit high. That's hit far. But in center field, camping under it with the wind blowing in, is Heath, and he'll haul that in 1 down. Deep fly to center field for Tillman Pugh. And that'll bring up the Hawk, Courtney Hawkins, a designated hitter, number 24. Hawk had 2 home runs last night, and besides that, he had a big hit in the latter innings. That decided the ball game. The pitch. Oh, he hits that a ton, but foul. That had plenty of distance to get out of here. I did everything I could do not to cross anything coming to the game today. I want to see him hit a couple and tie the record here today, or maybe break it if he could hit 3 out. The pitch. That's way inside. The Hawk has to dance out of the way of that one. You got to wonder what Baez is feeling after seeing the way Hawk hit the ball last night. Trying to put a little extra on his fastball. There's the swing and a miss. Hawk had a good cut at it. The count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The record is 48. Hawkins with 46 home runs on the season. He's got a game today and I believe a doubleheader through Sunday. There's a shot. That's hit well, and that's right at the left fielder. Torrance able to come in and make the play, so 2 down on the fly out to 7. Hawk didn't quite get all of that one, and it may have gone off the end of the bat the way it acted out there in the air, so nice play out there by Torrance to corral it, and with 2 down and Irvin on first base, it'll be the number 4 home run hitter in the Atlantic League this year, Isaiah Tejada. Isaiah steps in, pops this one up. That's straight up above the third baseman. He's going to come over, camp under it, and make the play, and that'll retire the side. In the inning, there was no runs, 1 hit, and a runner left on base. After 1 complete, we have no score at Wild Health Field. Welcome back to Wild Health Field on this Wednesday afternoon matinee. What a beautiful day for baseball. Unbelievable here at the ballpark. We got a slight breeze blowing in from right center field toward us here in the press box area, and 77 degrees with sunshine. First pitch from Santa Maria in there for a strike. The catcher, Tyler Baum, and over to first, 1 down. Ground out 5-3. So Blom with the ground out. And that'll bring up Cosimo Canella. Cosimo, the first baseman for the Charleston Dirty Birds. He's a 268 hitter on the year, no home runs. He's got a couple of RBIs, and the pitch smacks this one toward the shortstop and into left field, a base hit. Nice effort there by Geraldo, but he couldn't get to it, and second hit of the game for the Dirty Birds. Got to bring up the right fielder, number 15, Miles Williams. Miles is going to step in with a 149 batting average, 7 home runs, 19 RBIs. The pitch. Right at the shortstop. Bad hop. That goes into left field. Geraldo was able to get down in front of it, and the thing took off on him. So runners at first and second. Canella down at second. Williams at first. Angel Garcia is in. So they're going to rule that a base hit for Miles Williams, and that'll be the third hit of the game for the Dirty Birds. That pitch misses outside for a ball. Angel Garcia, number 28, the third baseman. Angel, a 183 hitter, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs on the season. The pitch misses outside with it. The count now 2 balls and no strikes. Santa Maria with a good ERA coming into this contest. Right now at 4.25, the pitch. That's in there for a strike. A little bit of a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, and Angel Garcia took a step out of the batter's box after that one. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that misses inside for a ball. Count now 3 balls and 1 strike to the third baseman for the Charleston Dirty Birds. Dirty Birds right back here tomorrow night for Game 3 of this 3-game series, 6:35. Projected start time. There's a line drive to left field for a base hit, and that's going to load the bases. So back-to-back-to-back singles by the Dirty Birds, and they got the sacks jammed. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the shortstop, number 2, Scott Kelly. Scott, known for his good arm at shortstop. That's why he's garnered the team nickname Machine Gun. The pitch. This is inside for a ball. Nowhere to put him here. Dirty Birds with a rally going. Top of the second inning with 1 out. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball. Catches the outside part of the plate, and the count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kelly, 231 hitter on the season. He's got 1 home run and 29 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Got a piece of that one. Stays alive in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Canella down at third base. It's Williams out at second. Garcia at first. Kelly at the plate with 1 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's a good pitch in that situation. And so Santa Maria saves himself some heartache with a swinging strikeout, the first of the game. 2 out in the inning now after the leadoff ground out by Tyler Blom. And we go to the top of the order in Devin Torrance, who had a high chopper single in the infield to lead off the game for the Dirty Birds. 2 down now. The pitch. Breaking pitch misses outside. Ball 1. 78 mile an hour on that toss from Santa Maria. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Took a little off of that one as well. 81 mile an hour. And the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 out. Here's the pitch again, swing and a miss. And nice stop back there by Perez. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So big pitch here for Jose Santa Maria. Can he get out of the inning with the bases loaded and no damage? The pitch. Got him. Breaking pitch outside part of the plate. Second strikeout in the game for Santa Maria. This one looking. And that's the third out of the inning. In the inning, there were no runs and a total of 3 base hits and a total of 3 left on base. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score at Wild Health Field. And good afternoon again, everybody, from Wild Health Field. I'm Tom Gross with today's game between the Charleston Dirty Birds and your Lexington Legends. Legends, nothing yet, but they're coming up here in the bottom of the second inning, and it's going to be numbers 5, 6, and 7 here with James Nelson, the second baseman, number 14, stepping in. Scored the game-winning run in last night's contest. There's a sharp bouncer down the left side, foul. 344 hitter on the season with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. James wears number 14. Baez the pitch. That's slapped right at the third baseman. Up with it is Garcett over to first and barely got him in a bang-bang play at first base. Ground out 5-3. Let's take a look at it. One down, and Montrell Marshall, the third baseman, will step in. Montrell on the season, a .245 hitter with 18 home runs and 64 RBIs. The pitch. I think he's third or fourth place on the team in home runs. Tejada is next behind Hawkins. There's a shot, but that's foul down the right side. One of the ball hawks in the stadium over there in that area with he's got his safari hat on today, shading his ears and his head from the sun. The pitch. That's fouled off into the seats over on the right side. Two gentlemen talking it over, and the guy that picked it up is going to keep it. There's a swing and a miss, and Down goes Montrell Marshall. 2 down now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Manuel Heraldo, number 18. Heraldo got 8 up on a ground ball a while ago out there on defense. Did a nice job of blocking. Had the ball stayed down, he would have had it for sure. But, again, we've seen a couple of crazy hops in the infield here today already. Grounds crew out early this morning replacing the carpet on the pitcher's mound, putting down some brand new stuff. The pitch, that's fouled off and hits the netting. That was headed for Bill down there at the other end of the press box. Had his hand up and everything, and it just caught the top wire of the backstop area. Baez kicks and fires. That's hit high to center field. Heath not moving much. He'll come on in and make the play, and that retires the side on the fly out to 8. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base after 2 complete. Our score is 0-0. The Charleston Dirty Birds and your Lexington Legends. All right, here we go. Let's head to the top of the 3rd inning here, and the Dirty Birds are going to send the number 2 man up, Scott Burcham, to the plate, and he takes a swing and a miss at the first pitch offered by Jose Santamaria. Burcham flew out to left field back in the 1st inning, so he's officially 0 for 1 in the contest. The pitch, that breaking ball stayed up head high outside, or inside rather, and Burcham had to head for the highway on that one to get out of the way of that pitch. Burcham hits this one right to the shortstop. Heraldo dials the strike to first. 1 down. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 3, Nick Heath. Nick, seen a lot of action out there. He's got a couple of putouts already in the game in center field. Takes a swing and a miss at this one and fouls it off. That says, looking across his stats from last night, looks like he had a 4-hit night last night, or 3-hit night. Had a single in the 1st inning, and he singled both in the 10th and 11th innings. Had 2 RBIs in the 10th inning last night. So you could call it a healthy night for Heath last night on the offensive end. 225 hitter on the season. 30 RBIs. The pitch, breaking ball, that stays up and out for Santa Maria, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a little bouncer toward the second baseman. Up with it, Nelson to first, 2 down. I was coming up, Ashley, today to the press box, and there was a couple people in the office on the first floor, and somebody called my name out. I said, yeah. And they said, well, since you're here, the game's going to be a short one today, isn't it? And I said, 2 hours, 41 minutes, and I'm sticking to it. The players are doing a good job of helping me out here early on. 1 ball, no strike. The count to Espinal, the designated hitter. This one's bounced through the gap on the left side in the left field, a base hit. His first hit of the game, he's 1 for 2 now as he grounded out to first base unassisted. That's the 5th hit of the game for the Charleston Dirty Birds. And with 2 out, that'll bring up the catcher, Tyler Blom, number 4. Tyler grounded out to Marshall at third, first time up. Had the hand up there. That was about 6 inches short of making it back here. I can't believe we've gone all season and have ball hadn't come in the press box yet.
There's been a lot banging around it, but not in.
Yeah, we need one in today. Give somebody a souvenir. That ball out toward the shortstop, and easy play for Geraldo. He'll just dance it over to second base for the force, and that will retire the side. Credit Blom with a fielder's choice, and he's left on base. And in the inning, just the 1 hit, no runs, and 1 left on, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score at Wild Health Field. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning in this 7-inning contest, and it's going to be Henderson Perez, the catcher, to lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd for your Lexington Legends. Angelo Baez on the mound. First pitch in there for a strike. Letter high breaking pitch that caught the outside part of the plate. 241 hitter is Perez. looking for his first home run and RBI on the season. Be a good time right here to get it started and put one out there over that left field payroll solution sign. Seen quite a few go out of there in the bullpen area this season. The pitch. This is outside for a ball. On the count now, 2 balls and 1 strike. "24 pitches already in the game for Baez. The pitch. Blom tried to frame it back there for home plate umpire Darnell Ray, but he'd have none of it. Calls it a ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Baez. Misses outside, ball 4, so Perez gets the inning started with a base on balls. That's the first walk given up in the game by Baez. And that gives the Legends a base runner, and Tio Martinez, the left fielder, will step in. Number 7 and bat from the left side. Normally wears number 9 in the white uniforms, but 7 in the blue with green trim today. One of my favorite unis. Although I did really get into those. Who was it wore the Nickelodeon uniforms this year? It was the Legends that did. I loved those. Those were just, I said, man, that just was pretty awesome to do that promotion. And a couple, 3 times this year, they've auctioned off their jerseys for a good cause. So Tio Martinez in there now with a 1 ball, no strike count, and Baez. Long look, checks first base. Perez, pretty good lead over there. And the pitch. That stays up high and inside, and Baez looking in at Darnell Ray, kind of wanting to know where the ball was. Thought he had a strike there. Perez off first. From the stretch, the pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner. Count now, 2 balls and 1 strike. You hear that a lot, outside corner, but if you look at the plate, it is a square toward the pitcher. So unless you're throwing a breaking pitch or a curveball, more than likely it just covers some of the plate. Here's a bouncer to shortstop over to second. 1, quick flip to first. They try to tag him and he's safe. Missed him. So Martinez will reach first base on the fielder's choice. The out at second, 6-4 for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first, and to the top of the order we go. It'll be Phillip Ervin stepping back in. Phillip with a nice sharp single to lead things off in the first inning for the Legends. So he's 1 for 1 in the contest. Center fielder steps in. Here's the pitch, and he lines this one in the left field, his second hit of the game. And the Legends got something going with runners at first and second. So Irvin with a single in the first and a single in the third, and Tillman Pugh steps in with 1 out. Pugh hit a ball pretty well to center field, but he got it way up in the air, and the wind pretty much knocked it down out near the warning track. So he's 0 for 1 with the fly out to 8. Irvin at first, Martinez at second. Baez checks the runner at second. Burcham going to try to hold him a little bit close, and that breaking ball stayed head high and inside for a ball. Boy, last season, Tillman Pugh batted in the number 9 spot for most of the year, and he just totally ripped the baseball in that position. Here's a foul ball back our way. Hit right above us. Hit the old tin roof. But it was amazing. He, at one point, was up near 400 with his batting average last season, batting in that number 9 spot. But this year, they've had to move him up in the order. And he's currently at a 261 clip, the pitch. That's a foul ball, goes right straight back to the netting. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners on first and second, no score. Legends got a duck on the pond out there at second base. That could be the go-ahead run in this game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. See if Pugh can lace one into the outfield. Fouls this one off. That goes back to the netting, and another new baseball for Tillman Pugh. Angelo Baez looks back at second base. Martinez, pretty good lead, the pitch. And swing and a miss, he got him. That's going to be strikeout number 2 in the game for Baez. And there's 2 down now in the inning, and that'll bring up Courtney Hawkins, the designated hitter. Hit the ball off the end of the bat first time up, but still got it out almost to the warning track in left field where it was tracked down by Torrance out there. So here he is again. 46 home runs on the season. Fastball stays outside, ball 1. And Blom wants to come out and talk to his pitcher. Fun to see Darnell Ray out there with him. Makes him look kind of small. Big difference there. Baez stands 5'8", 180 pounds. Darnell's what, 6'6"? 6'8", maybe. You could really see a difference when they met out on the mound a moment ago. Here we go now. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Courtney Hawkins, the pitch. Breaking pitch, stays upstairs, high. 2 balls, no strikes. The Hawk. He's batting .298 on the season. 46 home runs, 119 RBIs. That also is leading the league as well as home runs. But the last I checked, he's about 40 points south of the leader in the Triple Crown race in the Atlantic League. I think a 340 or 338 average was leading last time I checked. There's a breaking pitch. That stays upstairs, and Courtney Hawkins didn't get a pitch to hit that time, and he'll walk and load the bases. So Martinez will trot over to third base. Irvin down to second. Hawkins is at first, and here comes Mr. 27 home runs on the season, 84 RBIs. It's Isasis Tejada. 273 batting average. Good time for a hit right here, the pitch. Fastball, center of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Just can't get over how nice it is out here today. Just a beautiful day in the ballpark. Wish you were here. Sure are missing some good weather. Baez, the pitch, misses outside for a ball. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Base hit should score 2 here. Irvin, good speed out at second. The pitch, that's hit high in the infield. Going to go into foul territory. Coming over to make the catch is Garcid, and that's going to retire the side on the pop foul to 5. So Tejada has fouled out just now, and he popped out to the third baseman back in the first inning to go 0 for 2. No runs. There was 1 hit and 3 runners left on base. We're going to head to the top of the 4th inning. Still no score at Wild Health Field. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. We're going to go ahead and move on to the 4th inning here as the Charleston Dirty Birds are going to send up their first baseman, Cosimo Canella. Cosimo singled back in the 2nd inning, one of 3 straight singles that loaded the bases, but then back-to-back strikeouts, and that was all she wrote for that threat. Foul ball. Dribbles off to the left side there. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Got a, I don't know if that's a hawk or what that is, circling around over on the right field side of the field. Big bird, whatever it is. That pitch in there, ball. Pterodactyl. He says it's a pterodactyl. Now, if it was, then what's that one TV show that's out now where people fell through a sinkhole and went into the prehistoric era? That's pretty interesting how they, I don't know who came up with that, but they might have been down on the farm and had a little of that wildwood weed or something like that before they wrote that script. 276 batter is Canella in the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Catches the netting on the left side. What was that, a no pitch?
No, that was a ball.
1 out. That ball's hit pretty well, but foul and out of play down the third base side. I'm still looking for that pterodactyl to land here in a minute. Swing and a miss. Ball bounces out in front of the plate. They'll tag him out. 2 down. Third strikeout of the game for Santa Maria. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Angel Garced, the third baseman. He singled back in the second inning, 1 for 1 in the contest. 153 hitter. Needs a couple more singles here to help bring that average up. There's a swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. That misses. Pretty close pitch, but Darnell Ray says, no, that missed a little inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 out. Nobody on base. No runs for either team. Dirty Birds have out-hit the Legends 5-2. The pitch. That bounced up there. Nice block by Perez behind the plate. Wind has died down a little bit. It was blowing in a pretty good clip from center field a while ago, and it's kind of softened a little bit. There's a swing and a miss, and they'll tag him out, and that'll be strikeout number 4 for Santa Maria. Quick inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no score at Wild Health Field. All right, welcome back to Wild Health Field. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and no score. A couple of pitching gems here for the Legends, Jose Santa Maria, and for the Dirty Birds, Angelo Baez. Who's going to get clipped first in this one? Legends, for the second time in the game, are going to send up the second baseman, James Nelson, to lead things off. Number 14 steps in. Grounded out to the third baseman first time up. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. .333 hitter on the year. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. That misses outside for a ball. Charleston did a really good job on their logo. I love that logo of the Dirty Birds. There's a shot. He hit that good. He hit that far. That is going to be Out of here, a home run. So James Nelson gets the fireworks going here at Wild Health Field with a shot to left center field out near the Empowering Legends KU sign, and it's the Legends up by the score of 1-0. Maybe that will prime the pump on this offense. Let's see. As Montrell Marshall, the third baseman, steps in. Boy, Nelson got a fastball, and he just jumped all over that. Solid contact on the end of the bat, and it went sailing. There's a foul ball. Bounces off the top of the suite about 3 away from us over there. Who's that little man that pops that one? I love that. .245 hitter is Marshall. 18 homers, 64 RBIs. The pitch. Inside and tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Baez. The pitch. That's hit high. And right to the center fielder. He'll come in a little bit now and make the play. So got under it just a little bit, did Marshall. And fly out to 8 for the first out of the inning. Looked kind of like a 5 would out on the fairway there. He got down and under it and just lofted it right at the center fielder, Heath, who was able to make an easy catch on the play. So with 1 out and the run in, here's Manuel Geraldo, the shortstop. He flew out to center himself last time up. That fastball in there for a strike, 81 mile an hour from Mr. Angelo Baez in his second start for the Dirty Birds. The pitch. Bouncing ball to the second baseman, Burcham. He'll flip it over to Canella at first base, and there's 2 down. Henderson Perez, the catcher, will come to the plate. Henderson walked his first time up and then was forced out on a fielder's choice by Tio Martinez. So with 2 out now, he'll step in, nobody on base, and an opportunity to get things going again here for the Legends. The pitch. Breaking pitch stays up head high, ball 1. Baez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cut at that fastball by Perez. So Baez, the pitch again, that misses low, outside, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 1 strike, excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Perez, then Martinez in the on-deck area. And the pitch. Misses outside, and the count now 3-1. So an opportunity here for Perez to draw his second walk of this game in back-to-back innings, I might add. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. Foul tip. Caught by Blom behind the plate. Good split screen action for you there on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Pitcher versus hitter. There's a shot. That's hit right at the center fielder. tracking it is Heath, and he'll haul it in, and that'll retire the side. But in the inning, 1 run on the home run by James Nelson, and nobody left on base. We will go to the top of the 5th inning with the score. Your Lexington Legends 1, the Charleston Dirty Birds 0. Here we go. Let's head it to the top of the 5th inning here. The Charleston Dirty Birds will come to the plate. They'll send up the number 9 hitter, the shortstop Scott Kelly. He struck out last time up. Santa Maria struck out the side in that 4th inning. He struck out Canella looking, and then got Williams and Garcid swinging. First pitch in there for a strike, and he's found his zone all of a sudden. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Scott Kelly normally wears number 2. These unis, he's got a different number on out there. Wearing number 36 today. Fouls that one off, and the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Santa Maria with the delivery. That ball lifted to right field, and a long run for Pugh, and over the shoulder he hauls it in a la Willie Mays, and there's 1 out. That ball lifted well, hit well, and Tillman had to adjust. He took off sprinting toward the wall and was able to catch up to the flight of the ball and put the glove out there and hauled it in. Nice play by Pugh. Kelly now 0 for 2 in the contest, and up for the 3rd time in the game is Devin Torrance, the left fielder. Devon. No balls, 1 strike. That pitch misses outside, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on base, 1 out. Top of the order. Torrance with a single in the 1st, and he struck out to end the inning in the 2nd. The pitch misses outside, and the count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. Torrance, 206 batting average, 1 home run, 15 RBIs. And the pitch. That's laced off the glove of the first baseman. They still might get him, and no, he throws it, hits the runner going to first base. So Torrance will be on. Base hit. Tough. Another tough play there. This time, climbing the ladder, trying to come down with it was Tejada. Was able to get a little bit of his glove on it, which knocked it down, and Nelson came over, picked it up, and flipped it quickly, but not in time, and Torrance with his second hit of the game. 2 for 3 now as he's on at first base. So the trainer out to check on Torrance, make sure he's okay after he got nailed with the throw from Nelson at second base. The pitch. That's popped up right side. How to go out of play. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Scott Burcham. Burcham flew out to left in the first inning and then grounded to the shortstop. Back in the third, 0 for 2 in the contest. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Santa Maria, quick throw. Snapper over to first base, but back in time is Torrance. Here he goes, throw to second. Throw is high, and into second base with a stolen base is Torrance. So they'll hustle Lyle Travis over to the third baseline now with a runner on second. Marvin King will be out there at second base. The pitch. Bouncer, foul. Hit right in the front row with a bunch of kids down there, and no one was able to make a play on it. They just kind of let it hit, and it goes back down toward the dugout. So that'll go in the batting practice bag for tomorrow night's game. Here's a little chipper to the third baseman, long throw, and safe at first. And a run's going to score. We're all tied up here, and Tejada went up high to try to grab it and couldn't on the bad throw. So Burcham, E5 is the ruling on the play. He'll be at first base. Torrance comes all the way around on E5 and scores the first run of the game for the Dirty Birds. So we're tied up, 1 ball, 1 apiece. 1 run, 6 hits for the Dirty Birds, 1 run, 3 hits for the Legends, and the Legends have committed their second error of the game. So 1 out, a runner on first. This right at the second baseman. Nelson to second, 1 back to first, not in time. So a fielder's choice for Nick Heath. Burcham gets rubbed out, 4-6 at second base for the second out of the inning, and how to bring up Edwin Espinal, the designated hitter. Singled his last time up in the third inning and then grounded out to first base unassisted back in the first inning. 1 for 2 in the contest. Throw to first. Heath able to dive back in safely. .275 hitter is Espinal. The pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. So a called strike and a stolen base for Nick Heath. Second stolen base of the inning. First one produced a run after the error. So the Dirty Birds turning it up a notch here on the base paths in the top of the fifth inning. Heath dancing off second. Ground ball, Geraldo. He'll take his time, fire it over to first base, and that retires the side. But damage done with the error, and it's one run scoring for the Dirty Birds. They ended up with one hit in the inning, and they had one runner left on base. So we head to the bottom of the fifth inning, and we're all tied up. The Charleston Dirty Birds won, your Lexington Legends won on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. We go to the bottom of the inning. And for the Legends, leading it off, it'll be the number 9 hitter, the left fielder, number 7, Tio Martinez. Tio reached on a fielder's choice, went to second on a single, went to third on a walk, and got stranded there when Tejada popped out to the third baseman in foul territory. So he's officially 0 for 1, his second plate appearance here in the fifth inning. Baez, the pitch. Fastball misses inside, ball 1. Martinez, .223 hitter with 7 home runs and 28 RBIs. Baez, little longer look that time. Breaking pitch stays upstairs, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. So the Legends last inning get a home run from James Nelson to take the lead, but it didn't last long after a throwing error contributed to the tying run. Here's a shot right at the shortstop. Machine Gun Kelly throws to first base, 1 down. Top of the order we go for Phillip Ervin. Ervin's hit the ball well 2 times, 2 singles in the contest, and inching that batting average up nicely to .258 now with 15 home runs and 53 RBIs. Let's see if he can't tattoo a fastball right here. He did, but he hit it straight up in the air. Got under it a little bit. Shortstop running out, in to make the play, and did not make the play. They call him safe, so no man's land. Irvin's going to be at first base. Heath made a great effort at the end to try to come up with it. He had to slide to get down low enough to get his glove on the ball, but could not come up with it. So third hit of the game for Phillip Irvin. The pitch. Irvin's on his way. The slide. And he's thrown out at second base. 2-4 on the second out. Tillman Pugh to step in now. Tillman struck out last time up, hit a pretty good pitch to dead center field his first time up, but again got under it just a little bit, and with that wind blowing in, no help from the elements here, and it was nothing but a long fly out. So he's 0 for 2 in the contest. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Tillman's going to go down on 3 straight pitches. Second time he struck out swinging. That's going to be strikeout number 3 in the game for Angelo Baez, and that will end the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th inning, and our score remains Charleston 1, Lexington 1. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. We're ready to go. Top of the 6th inning in this 7-inning contest this afternoon. And starting things off, it's going to be the catcher, number 4, Tyler Blom. Tyler, fielder's choice last time up, and then he grounded out 5-3 back in the 2nd inning, 0 for 2 in the contest. First pitch from Santa Maria, strike 1. Blom, a 235 hitter. Hadn't heard that for a while. I like that little effect they put on here. The pitch. That ball's lifted into the air right side. Pugh going to track it, calls everybody off, makes the play. Fly out to 9 for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Cosimo Canella, who struck out looking. His last time up, he singled back in the 2nd inning, so he is 1 for 2 in the contest. Santa Maria cruising right along here. Has dropped his ERA down to 3.78. The pitch. And what did that hit? Okay, must have been. It hit something hard on the catcher and bouncing away. It sounded kind of like it hit the bat, but it didn't. Darnell Ray going to go out and listen to the conversation here. 1 ball, no strikes, the count.
I think the pitcher crossed the catcher up is why it did that. Yeah. Yeah, he was probably expecting a curveball and got a fastball or something.
Canella, little squib that bounced off his foot. And the ironic thing about that is he's got everything covered with a guard on that left ankle, and it bounces off his foot. So somebody's going to have to come up with like a force field that you can put around your ankles when you're batting, so you don't have to wear anything, and you can protect yourself. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's lifted foul over the right side, and that catches the roof and goes on out behind the building. 276 hitter on the season, couple RBIs. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. .75 pitches in the game now for Santa Maria. And there's a ball that's hit down the left field line but foul. And that bounces into the shrubbery down the left side. And Netman's going to go over and pick that one up. Didn't even have to use his net. There's a pitch. That's bounced foul and scatters the Dirty Birds sitting down there on the dugout lounge area. There's like a flat spot just past the dugout, and a lot of the players like to set a chair out there and watch the game from ground level. And there's another strikeout. Canella goes down for the 2nd time on strikes. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 in the ball game for Santa Maria. The pitch. Miles Williams up. He struck out last time, and he also singled back in the 2nd inning. Here's the ball. That's hit pretty good, but that's going to go foul and out of play. Boy, he tattooed that one. .153 hitter with 7 home runs and 19 RBIs, and had that been a fair ball, that might have had a chance to get out of here. Williams steps back in. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quick pitching that time was Santa Maria, missed it outside for a ball. Count 2-2. Got him, and he's doing it. That's his 7th strikeout here, coming in the 6th inning, and no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Our score is tied 1-1. Good afternoon again. We are at Wild Health Field. We have a dandy of a baseball game going on here. 7-inning affair. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning with the Legends coming to bat, and Courtney Hawkins is going to lead things off here in the 6th. Courtney with 46 home runs, 2 of them last night. Needs just 2 to tie the record in the Atlantic League for most home runs in a single season. 3 would give him the record all alone. And the pitch. That's a ball off the end of the bat right out toward the second baseman. Burcham up with it, 1 down. Ground out 4-3, and that'll bring up Isaias Tejeda will step in now. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. Both of the putouts made by the third baseman, Garced. He popped up to him in foul territory, and he popped up to him in fair territory back in the first inning. So 0 for 2. And let's see if Tejeda can straighten one of those pop-ups out a little bit here. 272 hitter. Angelo Baez the pitch, and that was meant to break, but it didn't. It stayed right where he started it, inside ball 1. The pitch. Check swing, did not go. Marvin King, the roach killer down at first base, said nope, did not go. So Baez resets. Tejeda waits. The 2-0 misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. So Hawkins leads off with a ground out to second, and now Tejeda with an opportunity to get on base here, and the Legends would love to push a run across here and hold them in the top of the 7th for the victory. The pitch. Here's a bouncer to the third baseman. Garced has had Tejeda's number. He's been involved with all 3 outs of Tejeda. Ground out 5-3. 2 down now, and that brings up James Nelson. James knocked the cover off the ball last time he was up. Hit a long shot out of here to left center field and grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. So he's 1 for 2, an RBI, and a home run. Run scored. That's about the offense in a nutshell. One guy right there. 353 hitter. The pitch, that misses outside, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. Well, if you're Baez, you sure don't want to put one down the middle like he did last time back in the 4th inning. Nelson said thank you very much and deposited it over the bullpen. There's a shot hit straight up in the air. That's going to be deep to right field. Back, and gone into the Pepsi party deck. A 2-home run game for the second baseman, James Nelson. Wow. Nelson puts the Legends up 2-1 with 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, his 2nd home run of the game. And that pitch wasn't that bad. That pitch was a little bit on the outside part of the plate, but Nelson just went with it and parked it over the fence in right field. Pretty good shot to right center. Here's the pitch. That breaking ball stays upstairs, and Montrell Marshall, M squared, had the duck out of the way of that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Man, Marshall's way overdue for a home run himself. That's a foul tip. That hits Darnell Ray. He's okay, though. He's not holding anything or complaining, so he's all right. Blom checked with him quickly to see if he was okay. But the inside chest protector did its job that time on the foul tip. That pitch low for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a good look at that jersey with the Dirty Bird on front. Isn't that a cool jersey? I just think that's very cool. Fastball down low now, and the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Marshall, 244 the average, 18 round trippers, 64 RBIs. And takes a big cut at that one. Foul tip caught by the catcher, Blom. And the count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Here's the pitch. Lifted high and foul to the right side, way out of play. Safari dude looks like he's going to take off after it over there. I love his little safari hat he's got. Yeah, he took off from the picnic patio over there. I see him walking over there. He's not going after it now. Here's the ball. That's lifted into right field. Taking a couple of steps in over there is Williams. He'll make the play, and that'll retire the side. But in the inning, 1 run on the home run by James Nelson, his 2nd of the game, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the 7th inning, and it's do or die for the Charleston Dirty Birds as they trail this one to the Lexington Legends 2-1. Welcome back. Here we go. Santa Maria in a situation here to pick up the win. Here in the top of the 7th inning, he needs to hold the Dirty Birds to 0 runs. And the Legends with a series win, if they can pick up a win here, winning the first 2 games of this 3-game series with the Dirty Birds. That pitch misses down low, though, ball 4, and Garced will trot down to first base. Now, I was looking to see had they walked in the game before, and I believe That is the first walk given up in this game by Jose Santamaria. So he has pitched a gem of a ball game here, and really, it's an unearned run, will not count against him. The run that Torrance scored back in the 5th. So the third baseman in, they squared a bunt, and it's a foul ball. Tejada charging from first, Marshall from third. The pitcher as well, Santamaria, coming toward the plate, as Garced bunted it foul. Excuse me, Kelly bunted it foul. Garced's out at first base. This one's a fair ball. They'll turn around, throw to first, and 3-4 on the sacrifice bunt. So that gets the man in scoring position, the tying run in Garced. So he's down at second base with one out. And we go to the top of the batting order, and that'll bring up Devon Torrance, the left fielder. When picking up, first pitch missing outside, ball one. Torrance now .210 with the batting average. Couple of singles and a strikeout in the game thus far. That misses outside. You'll hear about baseball teams playing the percentages in this situation. Should he lose Torrance, it sets up a double play at any base in the infield, so not going to be that bad a thing should Torrance get on base in this situation. The pitch misses outside, and the count 3 balls and no strikes. Torrance has 1 home run on the year with 15 RBIs. And he's in a situation now with an opportunity to tie the game up here in the top of the 7th inning. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Torrance shaking the cobwebs out of his helmet, ready to go again. The pitch misses outside, ball 4, and it's exactly the situation now where you have double play depth for your infield. Second walk given up by Santamaria, and now a meeting of the minds on the mound, and this will be a conference charge to the Legends. Talking things over out there, make sure everything's all right. Santamaria letting them know that he's okay. And now a little extra cheering on, not only by his catcher, Perez, but Geraldo as well, coming in from shortstop to chat him up a bit, get that confidence back that struck out the side in the 4th inning. Situation now, runners at first and second, 1 out. And Burcham, bouncer gets through, coming up with it, and the throw will be cut off, and the bases loaded for the Dirty Birds. So a single loads the bases. Garced over at third base. Torrance out to second, and Burcham at first. And we're going to go to the bullpen. We'll take a break, be back, introduce you to the next pitcher for the Legends here in just a couple of minutes. It's 2-1. Legends leading Charlestown, but the Dirty Birds with a rally going here in the top of the 7th. It's going to be Edison Surreal coming in to pitch in relief here in the top of the 7th inning. You've got bases loaded and 1 out. The pitch, that's hit straight up in the air. Will it be enough? Backing up is Martinez. He's got it. Here's the throw to the plate, and that's not going to be in time. Nice job by Perez coming up to get behind that errant throw, and that's going to tie the game up at 2-2. So a sacrifice fly for Heath. So give him an RBI on the play, and that ties the game up at 2. Going to third on the play was Torrance. But staying at first was Burcham. So 2 down now, and Espinal, the designated hitter in there, 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch misses, ball 1. So the go-ahead run at third base. Runner on first base, 2 down. And the 1-0 pitch. That's laced foul down that third base line, just out of the reach of Netman. I find that amusing. He's got about 20 feet of net. There's a ball hits just about 15 feet to my right in the glass area of that suite, and then bounces down into the seats. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's lifted in the air. Pop up, right side, out of play. There's a good look at Espinal. Surreal, the pitch. Just misses with that one, in a uncontested stolen base as Burcham trots down to second. Edison Surreal, left-hander. The pitch misses outside, and the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third. We're tied up 2-2. Charleston, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Legends, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. And that will retire the side, but damage done with the sacrifice fly by Nick Heath that scores Angel Garcid from third base, and 1 run in, a total of 1 hit, and there were 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, tie ball game, 2-2 at Wild Health Field. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. We're in the bottom of the final inning of this game. We're tied at 2 runs apiece, and coming up will be the shortstop, Manuel Giraldo, followed by the catcher, Henderson Perez, and then Tio Martinez, the left fielder. So let's see if Giraldo can step in here and get things started from the left side. Baez remains in the game for Charleston. Again, the wind picking up a little bit now, blowing in the pitch. That misses outside, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. So the Legends need 1 to win this ball game now, as we're at the end of regulation here in the bottom of the 7th. We played 7 because of the length of last night's game and the time. It went, the broadcast was almost 6 hours in length total. The game went well past midnight, 12:30, 12:35. The pitch misses outside, and the count now 3 balls and no strikes. That fastball in there for a strike. 85 mile an hour. Giraldo fouls this one off, and the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the shortstop, nobody getting the ball, and home plate umpire Darnell Ray will come out and bounce it over toward the Legends dugout. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Baez from the stretch. The pitch. Bouncer towards second base. Burcham with it. Little flip to first. 1 down. I saw where the couple of the rules that the Atlantic League put into existence is going to be picked up by Major League Baseball. Larger bases is one of the 2, which I find interesting. I was convinced they were going to do fun ball after regulation, and plunked is Henderson Perez. He's hit by the pitch right on the hip, and he's got a little stinger with that one. He's taking his time going down to first base. First batter to be hit by a pitch in this game. So Teodoro Martinez, number 7, the player playing position 7 for the Lexington Legends. 7s are lucky. Let's see if right here he can't hit a gapper somewhere and end this game with Perez at first base. Perez okay, shakes off the trainer who was going to come out, see if he was all right. Here's the first pitch. That misses low and inside, ball 1. So Martinez, 222. He has 7 home runs. '28 RBIs on the year, and now, what do we got? Going to pinch run for him now. And it looks like it's going to be Darian Sanford, number 2. 5'8", 170-pounder. 35-year-old steps in. He's ready to go. Throw over quickly, and he's back okay. Baez just checking to make sure he was awake over there. He's still stretching a little bit, ready to go, and he's got a pretty nice lead, healthy lead. The pitch. Sanford running. The throw, they're not going to get him. And Burcham thought he had him. Right out there on top of it, Marvin King, he was right there to see it and immediately called him safe. So a bang-bang play at second base, and now the winning run in scoring position with just one out. And they're going to throw back to second, and they get him that time. 1-4 on the pickoff play. And there goes the go-ahead run, winning run. 2 down. One's the count on Martinez. So, big defensive play there by the Dirty Birds to prevent the Legends from getting that winning run in from second base. The pitch misses outside, and the count now 2-1 strike. So Darian Sanford picked off out at second base for the second out of the inning. That pitch misses. 3-1 strike. So Tio Martinez in there right now. Legends need him to try to get something started once again here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. Count full, 3-2 strikes. Nobody on. Martinez steps in. Baez on the rubber, ready to go from the stretch. And the pitch. That's lifted high. Foul, right side. Chasing it for a possible play, but it's into the stands. Count remains full. 3-2 strikes, 2 out. Tied up at 2-2. Deuces wild here all of a sudden. Baez the pitch. That's hit pretty well to center, but right at the center fielder Heath. He'll track it in by the mustache, and that'll retire the side. So in the inning, no runs and no hits and nobody left on base. We're going to go to extras here. Top of the 8th inning, and it's Charlestown coming to bat at Wild Health Field. First pitch from Surreal here in the top of the 8th inning. Misses for ball 1. Runner at second base as they start extra innings that way, as Tyler Blom, the catcher. Espinal, the runner, out at second. That pitch in there for a strike, and the count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Surreal, at ball fouled off into the netting behind home plate. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the left-hander checks back at second base. And the pitch. And misses outside. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. That's lifted foul and out of play over the roof. Said earlier, the grounds crew working hard before the game, about an hour and a half before game time today, and they were working on the pitcher's mound. You can see where the new carpet is in, right in front of where the pitcher stepped. That ball lifted foul and out of play. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he went. Slow motion, but he went, and that's a strikeout, 1 out, as Blom goes down swinging. And Espinal is stranded at second base, and that will bring up Cosimo Canella, the first baseman. He struck out twice, once looking, once swinging, and singled back in the second. The pitch. That bounced up there. Pete Jorgen in the game, able to block that pitch. They brought Jorgen in for Perez after he got plunked at the plate. They first pinch hit for him and then brought in Pete Jorgen behind the plate. That pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Surreal's pitch misses outside, and the count 3 balls and no strikes. We're all tied up 2-2 here, top of the 8th inning. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch, and this is lifted down the right side, foul and out of play. A lot of sirens here near Wild Health Field a moment ago. The pitch. This is inside, ball 4. So Canella will walk to first base. How to put runners at first and second. One out. And how to bring up Miles Williams, the right fielder. Miles struck out twice. He singled back in the second inning. Lifts this one high and deep to right field. And that is going to be out of here. Gone. 3-run home run for the Dirty Birds. So it's a 5-2 ball game now. Charleston on top here in the top of the 8th inning. And a big hit there from Miles Williams, opposite field shot. And that rattled up in the Pepsi party deck. Still one out. And Garced will step in. In there for a strike. Fastball. 88 miles an hour. Pitch misses. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Kind of took the wind out of the sails a little bit there. The pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three RBIs. There's a bouncer to the shortstop. Over to first. 2 down. And Scott Kelly scheduled to bat. Number 36, sacrifice bunt his last time up, and then he flew out to center, or to right rather, and struck out back in the second. So 0 for 2 in the contest. Here's the pitch from Surreal, and did he go? No. Ball 1. Kelly up to 230 batting average. The pitch. That's hit right up the middle. Nice gloving stop, and they try to flip it to first base. Geraldo was flat on his back and threw in that direction, but really didn't have a chance. Did a nice job of stopping the ball. But a base hit for Kelly, and we'll go to the top of the order for Devon Torrance. Throw to second base, not near in time. Stolen base for Kelly. And if I'm counting correctly, that's the 3rd one of the game, or 4th. That's the 4th one. One was pretty much a free pass. There was no throw, no play. 3 others they threw, but were all able to steal the base successfully. Here's a shot. That's going to go to the corner, off the wall for extra bases. On his way to second and hustling is Torrance. The ball gets there in time, but they're not going to make a play on him. And RBI double for Torrance as Kelly scores from second base. Couldn't have timed that any better. So a 2-base hit and an RBI. That is the third hit of the game for Torrance, and now we'll have a new pitcher for the Legends, as that'll be all for Surreal. And we'll take a break and be back here on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. All right, we are back at Wild Health Field, and the new pitcher in the game for the Lexington Legends is number 26, Sip Garza, 6 foot, 180 pounder, 33-year-old, attained his highest level in the Independent League, and now a member of the Lexington Legends roster. He also is the pitching coach for the Lexington Legends. Thank you, Miss Ashley. So here we go, runner at second. It's a 6-2 ball game. Legends going to need a lot of offense here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 down. Garza, the pitch. Right at the right side, and Pugh comes up throwing. This should be close. It is. And he got him. Tim and Pugh, 9-2. And Torrance is cut down at the plate. And some conversations going on about the play in there, but right there on the spot was home plate umpire Darnell Ray, and even from up here easily looked like he was tagged out before he ever got to the plate. So in the inning, though, a total of 4 runs come across on a total of 1, 2, 3 hits. And there was, let's see, 1 runner left on base. So we head to the bottom of the 8th inning with the score. It's Charleston 6 and your Lexington Legends 2. All right. Teodoro Martinez will be at second base to start this inning off. And new pitcher in is Ricardo Gomez for the Charleston Dirty Birds. Legends find themselves down 4. Swing and a miss that time by Phillip Ervin. Ervin, 3 for 3 in the contest, all 3 singles. And has raised his average. Here's a ball. That's hit pretty well. That's way back. That is gone. And a 2-run home run that quick. Here we go. Legends battling back here, bottom of the 8th inning. So Gomez with a fastball right in the wheelhouse of Phillip Ervin, and that quick, it's a 2-run ball game, 6-4, nobody out. Tillman Pugh will step in. Tillman can get on base here. The Hawk will come up with a chance to tie it. The pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike the count. Tillman, 259 on the batting average, 17 home runs, 58 RBIs. The pitch. Hits that one well. That's hit the right field. That's way back, and that is gone. It's a 1-run ball game. Back-to-back jacks for the Lexington Legends. Tillman Pugh sails one out of here to right center field, and all of a sudden, bottom of the 8th inning, it's a 6-5 ball game. Still nobody out. So a solo shot. And Courtney's going to step in here. Chance to make it 3 long balls in a row here. Ricardo Gomez, the pitch. That misses outside, ball 1. Hawkins could tie it up right here. Pitch misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. But as happened earlier, tough to get a good pitch if you're Courtney Hawkins in this league right now. That's slapped down the third baseline foul, and Netman, he throws. I loved it. He had the net out, just missed the ball, and was so frustrated with himself he threw his net. That was worth the price of admission right there. Here's the pitch to Hawk. Hawk nails another one. That's foul and out of play over the picnic area. You get frustrated even if you're just hawking foul balls, that's for sure. Hawkins, 297 batting average, 46 home runs, 119 RBIs. Gomez pitch, swing and a miss, and down goes the Hawk. 1 out. Isaias Tejeda will step in now. He is 0 for 3. Tejeda, 271 hitter. The pitch misses outside, ball 1. Man. Back-to-back home runs by Irvin and Pugh cut the lead down quickly to 1 run. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Tejeda. Tejeda popped out twice and then grounded out. All 3 of the plays made by the third baseman, Garcet. And the pitch. Little bouncer again to third base. The throw over to first and 2 down. Ground out 5-3 for the second time. What a cool thing to happen here. James Nelson comes to the plate. His last 2 times up, he's hit a solo home run. And this is a situation right now where he'd like to have the turkey of home runs in this game if he could. First pitch misses inside for a ball. Or the hat trick if you're talking hockey. Turkey if you're talking bowling. That pitch stays up high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. If I was Gomez, I'd be shell-shocked after back-to-back home runs. The pitch, that's hit high, and that's going to be out of play down the right side. And just catches the edge of the roof. 3 or 4 people over there ready to grab the foul ball, and it never stayed in the stands. Here's the pitch. That's hit well. That's going to be in the gap out there, and a base hit for Nelson, a single. And that is the tying run at first base with Marshall coming to the plate. I said it earlier, Montrell Marshall way overdue for a long ball. Perfect time for it right here. Big gap in left field from the foul line over to the left fielder, Torrance. Marshall could pull one in this situation. He could possibly get that tying run in from first base. The pitch. That's upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Well, it looked like Charleston was just going to run away with it 6-2 coming into the bottom of the 8th inning, but the Legends put their hitting shoes on. There's a shot. That's foul, out of play down the right side. Ricardo Gomez on the left. Montrell Marshall on the right. The pitch. That's fouled off. That hit the suites, the aluminum above the suite, bounced down into the seats just below the suites, and gentleman who was setting up in the shade able to pick up a souvenir. The pitch. Little nubber out toward the shortstop. Machine Gun Kelly throws to second base, and they get him. Close play. 6-4 for the third out. And that's your ball game. Final score in this one, 6-5 in favor of the Charlestown Dirty Birds. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Your Legends, 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. That's going to do it for our broadcast here this afternoon. Glad you were able to join us. Make sure you join Steve tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m., right back here on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel, as these 2 teams will play the rubber match of 3, the Dirty Birds versus the Legends, 6:35 p.m. right here. Have yourself a great Wednesday afternoon.